you take me, I don't know where you take me. I just follow your trail and I'm left.
Time for another exciting update. This one is one of my personal ones that I have created that we have all come to know and love. This is Project Rotate Your Stash September check-in update 8.
Want to live my way and never back to you.
To cover and some progress to share, so let's just go ahead and hop on into the video.
Let me be myself. Let me be myself.
Project at the end of last year, so we have officially been doing this project for 9 months now, which is absolutely crazy. It literally feels like I just sat down and filmed August check-in, but here we are with September. And for the last 6 months of this project, I have decided to make it roulette style in picking our products. I will, of course, have the playlist and the intro to this project in the cards if you want to go check it out and see how the project really consists of. I do go into more detail. I will just basically touch briefly on it. You just pick 5 to 10 products from your makeup collection randomly. Use the products for a month, and at the end of each month you then give a review on the products and decide on whether or not you want to keep the product in the project, keep it in for another month because you are really enjoying it, or roll it out and pick something else entirely, incorporating the most important factor on whether you want to keep the product in your collection or declutter it. This is a year-long rolling project, and I am actually thinking about potentially extending this project for another year. There are so many wonderful ladies who have really grown to love this project over on Instagram, and we have all kind of been sitting down. I have a group chat that I created for this project. We've all kind of just been discussing, and they have asked if I would extend it, and I'm giving it some thought, so we shall see. I know that you guys really seem to enjoy this project. July to the end of the year, it has been roulette style in picking our products. And I have been also choosing the number of products that I am putting in each month randomly as well. As you guys know, I am keeping in 2 products to pan, which is the CoverGirl lip gloss as well as now the Milani lip statement lip liner. Subtracts 2 from 5 to 10 products, giving me 8 products to randomly draw from the number 1 to 8. Let's just go ahead and go over the progress of the items that were in for the month of August, starting with the NYX On the Rise little mini mascara. I had this in for July and August. I decided to keep it in for another month last month because I really wanted to try to finish it, but unfortunately I didn't get to finish it just yet. For the month of July, it was at 7 grams exactly, and it is now at 6.9 grams. I literally only used 0.1 gram of this, but that's okay. I failed to reach for this a lot. I was doing really well in the month of July and using it, but then August came and there was just far more other things going on that was difficult in my life for August that this time kind of got a bit neglected. I am going to, however, keep this, but now I'm going to go ahead and roll this out and pick something else entirely. The next product that was randomly chosen was my e.l.f. glitter eyeliner in the shade Pink Opal. At the beginning of the month, it was 7 grams exactly, and now it is at 6.9 grams. So again, same exact weight and same exact usage amount, which is crazy, but I only used 0.1 grams of this as well. It's just a real, like, I wouldn't even necessarily call this a glitter liner more so than I would like an eyeshadow topper. It's very, very faint, very sheer, but it is rather pretty. I just failed to reach for it. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this in my collection. I don't feel like decluttering this or anything, and I will just go ahead and roll this out so I can pick something else. The next product is my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder that was randomly drawn, and I unfortunately had not used this not one time for the month of August just because, and I kind of knew I wouldn't, just because I don't really wear a lot of powder in the summertime if I don't wear a lot of heavy base product in the summer. So I definitely knew I wasn't going to get a whole lot of use out of this. This has been in previous projects, but I didn't get any use on this. So the weight on this is 55.7 grams, and it is still at 55.7 grams. I'm going to keep this product, but I am, however, going to roll this out. We have two more products outside of the two that are staying into pan. The next item is the Sept Moy Reflect Lip Gloss that I wanted to give away. This was at 12.5 grams, and it is now at 12.4 grams. So I used, again, 0.1 gram of this, which is crazy because I did use this quite a bit for the month of August. Not as much as necessarily my CoverGirl one, since I'm really trying to pan this, but I did get some use out of this, so I'm really surprised it's not less in weight than it is, but that's okay. I do really like this. Of course, I'm going to keep this in my collection. I just recently got it. It is very comfortable on the lips. It's not sticky or tacky, but I am going to go ahead and roll this out. The next product that was randomly selected was my Profusion Paradise Palette. I did manage to actually get some good use out of this palette this month. I have purple was Overdose Awareness Month, so the color for Overdose Awareness is purple. I managed to reach for this and do quite a few of my purple looks with some of these shades, these purple shades incorporated. It is a really great palette, you guys. I do really enjoy these bigger palettes from Profusion. They are affordable and their formula is really well. On the last month's update, I swatched out this entire palette for you guys if you want to go check out and see the swatches of it. It's a really gorgeous color story, and I just did, yes, as you can see, a lot of purple looks with it. So I'm really glad that I managed to get some use out of the palette as a whole. I do, however, really want to try to get some more use out of this, so I'm definitely going to keep this, not decluttering. It's very hard for me to declutter palettes as a whole, or any makeup for that matter, which is why I'm on a no-buy and kind of working on project painting and stuff. This is a really gorgeous palette, and I am going to go ahead and keep this in my collection, but I will be rolling it out just because I'm only allowing it to randomly select one palette and one lippy on this project. So if I was to keep this in for another month, I know it'll draw another palette for me, and I don't want to be working on two palettes in this project. Maybe I will just go ahead and kind of leave this out on my vanity and still get some use out of it. And on the next month's update, which will be October, which is so crazy to say, October. But if I happen to do any more looks with this, I will show you guys in the month of October. And then now for the two products that are staying into pan, starting with the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner, which at last month, this came in at 2.6 grams, and it is now at 2.2 grams. I did use 0.4 grams of this, which sounds about right because I do reach for this and use this almost every single day. I've really gotten a lot of enjoyment out of this. As you can see, it's definitely getting smaller. Here is where my progress and my tally is. As you can see, I've used the whole first tip of that. We are doing rather well, and we're definitely going to just go ahead and keep it in. I don't know if I'll necessarily be able to finish this by the end of the year, but I mean, I'm doing rather well on it. You never know. I use it almost every single day. It's really great, really beautiful, just neutral type of color. There you go. There's a quick swatch of it. This is staying into pan. And then last but certainly not least, the last item that is staying into pan, which has been staying into pan for the duration of this entire project now, is my CoverGirl Give Me Guava Lip Gloss. Last month, the weight on this came in at 18.7 grams, and we are now at 17.9 grams. So I used 0.8 grams of this, which is almost a full gram I used this past month, which is really, really good. I'm so glad. I'm surely but steadily getting progress on this, and I just got to keep working on it, you guys. Every month I keep saying, oh, this will be the month month where I get to pull the stopper out, but as long as I keep pulling product out of it like I am, I'm not gonna pull the stopper out just yet, because once you do pull that stopper out, then it just gets to be so messy. But it is to the point where I am scraping the sides. You can see through the tube very, very easily at this point. I don't know how easily you guys will be able to. We are so close to finishing this, so of course this is staying into pan. Now I'm going to go ahead and just pretty much do the same and insert the screen recording of me randomly selecting between 5 and 8 numbers, which will mean how many products I'm rolling in the project for the month of September. Let's go ahead and I'll insert that. So as you saw, it selected 8. So I'm going to be choosing 8 more products. I still am working on a method to kind of figure out how to, so it doesn't select multiple palettes and multiple lippies, since my lippies and my eyeshadow palettes start at 427. So you will see in the slide of the screen recording of me selecting between 1 to 799, which is the number of products that I have in my collection, which is crazy. I'm almost to 800, and the reason the number has went up a little bit is because I've been receiving products in PR that I'm now including in my collection, and I had to basically go in and redo my inventory. I won a giveaway that had a couple palettes in it, which is exciting. That's why the numbers went up just a little bit. I will go ahead and show you the numbers being drawn, and it'll randomly select a couple times. That's just because that's multiple eyeshadow palettes, and I'm only choosing one palette and one lippy. Pay that no attention if I don't cut that out already. And then I will take you guys to my inventory and we will pick the products. Then I will grab the products, come back, and we will wrap this video up. The inventory, and the first number that it drew was number 179. I have the count of my inventory right here with the forward slash is next to each one is how many I have of that category, which I know I still have to do an inventory video showing you guys, which I'll probably sit down and do that really soon. Let's go ahead and scroll down to number 179, which is my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Fair. If we go up, the next number was number 169, and I said that it can choose, the rest of my inventory is a free-for-all, so if it chooses 2 things from brow products or 2 concealers, I'm going to go ahead and use that. I just won't be picking 2 or more from palettes or eyeshadows. Number 169 is my Milani Conceal Imperfect Concealer in the shade Light Nude. Which I'm actually glad that it chose that, because I haven't reached for that concealer in a very long time. So the next number was number 338. Let's go ahead and scroll down here, which is under my glitter category, which is exciting. Number 338 is my e.l.f. loose glitter in the shade Cosmic Silver. So if we go down here to palettes and lippies, I know number 791 is in my lippy category because it's closer to the end, and I have my palettes and lippies as the last numbers of my inventory. Let's go ahead and scroll all the way down to 791, which is my e.l.f. Plumping Gloss in the shade Sparkling Rose. Now, 617 and 699 are also lippies, so I'm going to have to redraw 2 more numbers. We'll have to go back and do that, but let me go ahead and keep going down. I have 2 more products outside of those numbers to pick, which is number 337. Number 337 is my ColourPop Loose Pigment in the shade Red Zone. We have 2 glitters in here. And then number 241 is, let's go ahead and scroll up here to primers. Number 241 is the Glam Glow Mini Glow Starter Primer. What I'm going to do is, since this is unopened, I am currently working on one right here. As you can see, this Glam Glow Mini, I have 2 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep working on and put this one that is already open in the project instead. Now I'm gonna go ahead and insert, I redrew 2 more numbers, but this time I just went from 1 to 426, so that way it excluded my palettes in Lippy, so it doesn't draw from that again. And I'll go ahead and insert that, then I will go get these products, whatever products that it chose, and then come back and show you guys, and we will wrap this video up. Okay, I'm back, and I went and ended up grabbing the 2 more products, those 2 numbers that it drew. So I will just show you those products and what they were instead of bringing you guys back again to show you what those 2 products were. I just went ahead and picked them up, and now let's go ahead and briefly go over these 8 products that it randomly chose, starting with number 179, which was my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I just had the Fit Me loose powder in. Now I have the Maybelline concealer in the shade Fair, and I'm excited to get some use out of this again. It's been a while since I've used this, and even though it randomly selected 2 concealers, and oddly enough there's no eyeshadow palettes it chose, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and get some good use out of this. I'm glad that it chose it. It is a really nice concealer. They say it's a dupe for the NARS Creamy Radiant, which I have a mini of that, so I'll have to see. It's been so long since I've used it, so I'm curious to see how good it is. The next number was number 169, and that was my Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer in the shade Light Nude. Another concealer, and hey, those were my rules on allowing it to pick multiples, you know, whatever it picks, minus eyeshadow palettes and lippies. I'm allowing it to choose more than one if it happens to choose more than one in each category. There's the swatch of it, and I'm glad that I chose this as well. That'll give me a chance to kind of reach for and use different concealers that I have that I haven't used in a while. So the next number was number 338, and that was my e.l.f. loose glitter in the shade Cosmic, and it's just a real pretty silvery type of glitter. This might be a little difficult to use. It is real beautiful and sparkly. It's going to be really hard to show you guys. Look how gorgeous that is, though. Look how pretty. I'm hopeful that I can at least get 2 uses out of this. We'll see. The next number was number 791, and that is my e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Sparkling Rose, which I haven't even used this yet, so I'm really glad that it chose this. It's just a real beautiful, sparkling, pretty gloss. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm going to put some on.
Actually,
since it's kind of a more cooler tone type of gloss, and I have a cooler tone eye going on. I'm excited to get some use out of this. Okay, and the next 2 numbers I showed you guys, which was number 400, and I went ahead and got it, and it was my Fenty Lightning Dust Fire Crystal Highlight, which I'm so excited to use. It's more of like my winter shade, but that's okay. I will manage to make it work. It has both the powder type formula and a more of a cream type, sparkling type of highlighter. It's like extra added oomph on this one. I will insert a swatch video so that you can see really how pretty and just gorgeous this highlight is. I'm really glad that it chose this. Of course, I'm glad whatever it chooses, you guys. It just helps me kind of get through and rotate through my makeup collection, which is the whole point of the project. So we're definitely going to get some good use out of that. The next number that I chose, or that I had to draw twice, was number 139, and that was my Wet n Wild Doll in Love Again Gel Lip Liner. And it's just a real pretty, almost like an orange color lip liner. So I'm real excited to go ahead and have this in a project and get some use out of it. It still feels very nice and very gel-like in consistency and texture, so that's great because it hasn't been used in quite a while, and it is more of an orange tone type of liner, which is perfect for summer. You know, even though we are drawing near the end of summer with September now, this will be actually perfect for fall as well because it is an orange, in fact, an orange lip liner. I'm excited to get some use out of that, and I haven't been mentioning the weights. I'm so sorry, but they will be popping up on the screen for you guys so you can see the starting weights on these products. Now that I'm mentioning it, the weight on the Doll in Love gel liner is at 4.7 grams. The next number was number 337, and that is my ColourPop Loose Glitter in the shade Red Zone, which is super gorgeous glitter, you guys. If I can insert a little video of this, I will be sure to kind of show it to you because you're not going to be able to see it very good just kind of showing it this way. It's just a beautiful loose glitter. You can use this all over the lid. You can use this as an inner corner pop, which really makes your inner corner pop. A brow bone would be a little questionable, but I mean, I would definitely use this as a lid shade and inner corner, and it's just really gorgeous. So I'm excited to get some use out of this. The starting weight on this is 12.6 grams. The last number was number 241, and that is my Glam Glow little mini glow starter, like glowy primer. I ended up reaching for this one. I have two of these, but since I've already been working on this one, this was in my 6 by Summer project pan, and I didn't finish it. So instead of opening the other one, since I don't want to open it yet because I'm still working on this and they're exactly the same, until I finish this one, I'm not going to open that. Even though it randomly selected the newer one, I'm just going to go ahead and put this one in the project instead so that I can potentially try to finish this month. Hopefully, we shall see. The weight on this is 10.3 grams. I feel like I'm getting close, but I'm surprised because this was in a short-term project, like 3-month-long project, and I still didn't manage to finish this. It just goes to show you that minis take longer than you think to finish and use up. Hopefully, I will get this finished this month. And then, of course, as you know, the CoverGirl lip gloss is staying in, and the Milani Color Statement lip liner are the two that are staying into pan, which gives me all 10 products for the month of September, which I have 10 products this round. I kind of have a lot to get through, but oddly enough, it didn't choose any eyeshadow palettes, which I'm so surprised about because I have 150 eyeshadow palettes, so the fact that it didn't choose not one of those really is crazy to me. Matter of fact, it chose my Milani lip liner, which was number 139 technically. This is number 139. Like, what are the odds of it picking something that is already in the project out of 800 pieces of makeup? But it did. So instead, I just went down one to the Wet n Wild Doll in Love, which I'm glad I remembered this just now because I did go and I ate dinner and came back. So it was been a little while in between here, even though it just was a second to you guys. So I just went down one and picked this because obviously this is in the project. So those are all my products, and that's everything for this update on this project. Thank you guys for stopping by. I did do for my look today, I used my Sigma Enchanted palette. I have been trying to get noticed by Sigma because I'm really hoping that they will make me an affiliate, getting bigger over on my Instagram, kind of getting recognized by brands, which is why my numbers went up a little bit because I've been getting sent PR and stuff, which I'm so very grateful for, and I'm just so honored. I will always stay humble, and no matter what it is that comes in, I will definitely tell you guys and let you guys know about it. I wouldn't be able to do like reviews on everything over here just because I don't think that you guys would be interested. If you are interested in ever seeing any types of reviews of any products coming in PR related, feel free to leave me a comment and let me know. That's everything, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and please, of course, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below. And until my next video, everybody enjoy the rest of their day. Bye.